Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got our Loud and Local Band of the Week, and this week, it's Dual Analog. It's our Loud and Local Band of the Week, Dual Analog. You want to find out how to get their music? Steve's going to let you know.
They got a brand new record out. They put it out a few months ago, and it's three of our favorite things, BJ. It's called Lust, Worship, and Desire.
Oh, really?
Okay, I don't know.
Wow.
I think the sound of Lust, Worship, and Desire.
You're of our favorite things. Hey, you also can go to the BJ and Migs page to get info at KIS, and that's BJ and Migs at KISW. Just go. Yeah, go there.
Lust.
And don't forget the desire
Or the worship.
Oh, baby. Hey, would you like to also get more local music, which could be filled with lust, worship, and desire? Then Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, it is Loud and Local. 2 great hours of Pacific Northwest music. Bands like Dual Analog. Jumping.
Yeah, he is.
Friday, getting down on Friday.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying.
Yeah.
Partying. He's partying.
Happy Friday, everybody. And this Beat Migs is sponsored by Las Primas Lemonade Stand. Go over to KISW.com and get all the information about this lemonade stand. But from 3 to 6 p.m.
Yes.
Down in Tacoma, they're going to be running that lemonade stand, and you can help them out because they had some interesting stuff happen.
Yeah, some stupid teen stole a bunch of money from them over the weekend. So we rallied with the fine folks at the Las Primas Lemonade Stand. Fine folks are like 10 and 13 years old.
Yep.
So we're helping drum up some business. Also, there's a Cash App link that you could donate some money if you can't make it down there. But they're on Norpoint Way Northeast and 53rd Avenue Northeast in Tacoma from 3 to 6 today. Buy some lemonade. It's only $1.
Yeah, and I mean, they got cool stuff there, too. Pretzels, Go-Gurt, some snacks, other snacks.
Licorice.
Yeah.
Shout out to
snacks.
Leah and Zaylani and the rest of the family there that set up the lemonade stand because we want to make sure that they get taken care of.
Absolutely. Nice. Yeah, so all those rockaholics out there, either go check it out or hit KSW.com and get that Cash App. Let's get to our contestant today. We got TJ in Monroe. TJ, are you there?
PJ, as in Peter Jack.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that.
Jam.
Morning.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Pearl Jam. All right, Steve, get out of here. All right, goodbye. For those playing at home, Pearl Jam, PJ over here will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. PJ, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Mozzarella sticks are traditionally prepared using which type of cooking process?
The fryer.
Yes. What 2 words were combined to make the word spam?
Pass.
How many teeth does the average child have before they get permanent teeth?
32.
No.
28.
No.
27.
No. Brett Favre retired in what early 2010s year?
2011.
No.
2012.
No.
2010.
Yes. What kind of alcohol is Wild Turkey?
Whiskey.
Yes. What band had the hit songs Push and 3 a.m.?
3 Doors Down?
No.
I don't know. Slightly Stupid?
No.
I pass.
There are between 2,000 and 4,000 of what on a human tongue?
Repeat the question.
There are between
Taste buds.
Yes. Which beverage is advertised as being sports fuel?
Gatorade.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct.
All righty. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Nice effort.
I mean, he got a score. Yeah. I mean, there's points
Yeah,
involved there.
It's a something.
It is a something.
I got a song this
Decent.
morning.
It was decent.
That's right. You did get a song this morning, so maybe you'll get a twofer.
Yeah, I blame the Los Angeles Rams for that.
Yeah. Thank you, Rammies.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Mozzarella sticks are traditionally prepared by using which type of cooking process?
Deep fry.
Yes. What 2 words were combined to make the word spam?
Can and spork.
No.
That's it.
What?
Spam, smam, bam.
Thank you,
Pass.
Okay. How many teeth does the average child have before they get permanent teeth?
30.
No.
24.
No.
12.
No. Brett Favre retired in what early 2010s year?
2011.
No.
2010.
Yes. What kind of alcohol is Wild Turkey?
Whiskey.
Yes.
Nasty.
Which band has the hit songs Push and 3 a.m.?
Push you around. The Matchbox 20.
Yes. There are between 2,000 and 4,000 of what on a human tongue?
Hairs.
No.
Taste buds.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
hair's funny.
beverage is advertised as being sports fuel?
Wild turkey.
No.
Gatorade.
Yes. How many legs are there on a mosquito? 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the answer for that one. And what you got and get you a win. Congratulations. You win 6-5. Sorry, PJ.
PJ did.
Got me again.
Good game.
Oh, man.
Oh, take it easy, PJ.
Yeah.
Man, let me down, to be honest with you.
Matchbox 20 was the deciding factor on that one.
Yeah, come on. For Las Primas lemonade stand.
Yeah, doing it for Las Primas.
This is so wrong. Shouldn't be happening. We need better contestants.
He got 5 correct.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Well,
Not enough.
obviously
It
not
wasn't.
enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Does anybody happen to know the average amount of teeth that a child would have?
It's 30, isn't it?
No.
I guess 30.
Isn't it 20? It's 20.
Yeah. 20.
Yes. The
Oh,
average
a
adult.
child.
Yes, an average adult human has 32. The child's got 20 of those itty bitty chompers.
Really?
Yeah.
And then the 32 come in when they say, "Oh, all right."
I do love this text that just came in. How many times does Steve has to hear that spam question before he remembers?
He's never going to get it right.
That's why I keep asking.
I legit thought the exact same thing. I'm like, one of these times I'm going to remember this. I know I've been asked this
feel
question
like
multiple times.
It's been at least it's been less than a month before I think you've asked it. 'cause
I
thought it
don't
was
think
recent.
it's that long. I don't know, man, but I just know that you're not going to get it.
Never get it.
Does anybody have? Does anybody
Danny
remember?
knows.
No, I don't remember.
Oh, it's spiced ham.
Yeah,
Spiced ham.
spiced
Yeah.
ham.
I
Spam.
overthought it.
Spam.
Somehow you had a spork in there.
Well, I had can because it's in a can, so I figured, okay, well, it's, that's where the am part came from.
Because there's no M in can.
know.
Okay. I'm just
Why put the word ham in there in any way, shape, or form? No, let's just go with can, which rhymes with ham, but we won't use ham. Okay, and again, this is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. This is your champion.
Well, if I knew, I would have known.
Wow.
That's it.
Weren't we talking earlier this week about the Yogi Berra isms right there?
It.
Don't answer shame me.
Yeah, Stevie Berra. Oh, no, you are going to get answer shame.
He still got the win.
Yeah.
Win's a win.
A win's
You know
look, I have a couple wild pitches. If I still win the game, I pitched a good game.
Doesn't make you a good pitcher, though. I'm just saying. For a friend,
Congrats on your win, man.
Yeah. All righty then.
This is a results business. It's not a performance business.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, congratulations to you, buddy.
Thank you.
That's, happy to hear about it. Well, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic and you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Las Primas Lemonade Stand.
Yes.
Check them out today from 3 to 6 p.m. on the corner of North Point Way Northeast and 53rd Avenue Northeast in Tacoma. And this is where you get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And it's simple. You got something to say, you get to say it as long as you follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we have to hit the gong and then say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
And BJ, probably someone's wondering, well, wait a second. You have a sponsor that's a lemonade stand. The reason being is there's just an awful thing that happened on over the weekend where some idiot teen decided to steal some money from these cute kids and their lemonade stand. So we've decided to rally along with the community in Tacoma, and we're sponsoring them and giving them all the love on the air because we hope that they can raise the money back and then some. So we figured, why not talk to the lemonade stand owners, BJ? So from Las Primas Lemonade Stand, we have Leah and Zaylani on the phone.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hello. I'm Zaylani Juarez. And I'm Leah Sleeper.
Awesome. And Leah, you're 13. Zaylani, you're 10?
Yes, correct.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for making a fine lemonade. There's nothing better than a great lemonade stand.
Thank you.
So could you tell us
Happy to be here.
what happened over the weekend that led to you guys being in the news and all that?
Well, on Sunday, around like 5:30, this kid told us that the first time he came on foot to the lemonade stand, and he said he'll come back because he needed some cash.
And so then he goes and he says, all right, and then he does come back. And what happens when he comes back?
Well, he bought a cookie, I believe it was a cookie.
Good choice. I would say that. I would go for that myself.
He asked what the Go-Gurt was, and Leah told him, it's like yogurt. And the cash register was still open because he wanted change. And when he reached his hand in the cash register, and he said, "Here, let me help you." And I wasn't sure like what to do, so he grabbed all of my big bills, and my grandpa just came and gave us a 20. And so he ran across the street and into a blue SUV, and they drove off.
It took about $80, I heard.
Yes.
And how long? You've been working all day for that $80?
Yeah, it was super hot.
Mm-hmm. It was really hard for it.
Wow. And, man, when we heard this story, look, all I thought about was the cookies, but the second thing I thought about was the money.
I knew you couldn't trust the guy because he didn't know what a Go-Gurt was. I'm like, that guy sounds kind of shady, I tell you.
Good point. Good point. So, well, we when we heard about this, we just thought, look, rather than focus on the people that did the bad thing, we want to focus on the people that were doing the good thing, which were you guys. You were providing great lemonade and great cookies.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So we're sponsoring you all day long, and we even set up a thing, right, Vicky? I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works, but I think we set up a thing, right? There's a Cash App thing?
Oh, wait, what? What?
We have on our website a link for everybody to go to. If you can't make it down to the stand, because I know you're going to have the stand open from 3 to 6 today in Tacoma. We have all the details at KISW.com, but we also have a link to Las Primas Lemonade Stand, the Cash App for you guys. That way, if people want to donate money, they can't make it to Tacoma, they can donate money and help you guys get back that $80 and more. You deserve way more than that $80 for what you did. I know, BJ, you already donated this morning.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh, my gosh.
Now, girls, I personally guarantee that you're getting at least that $80 back, maybe even a little bit more. But here's all I ask.
Yes.
There's going to be a very weird-looking man with a beard and glasses coming down. Hey, don't be afraid of him. He's a nice man, but he looks like maybe somebody your parents told you never, ever to
He
talk
looks
to.
like Santa Claus in training.
Yeah, I'm very fat and jolly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he looks like Santa Claus in a movie that would star Freddy. But anyway,
he'll have a bag of lemons though, so you can trust him.
Yes,
so Leah Zaylani, he's going to come by. Please tell that man that you have a cookie for me that he has to give to me that he can't eat himself because I love cookies.
Okay.
And
We will gladly do so.
there we go. All right, Rev, you heard it. These girls have got a cookie with my name. You have to bring it back.
Leah,
You got it. Your name on it.
Reserved just for you.
Can you find the stalest, oldest cookie though of the bunch and give him that one?
What? Wait, you know what? I have put my money where my mouth is. These girls are getting at least me. I am making sure they're getting all their money back and maybe even a little bit more. So come on, man.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we want you guys to know that, look, stuff like this does happen, and a lot of times our society will focus on the negative, but in reality, you know, if this didn't happen, we don't get to talk to you guys. I don't know about a delightful lemonade stand, because I love lemonade stands. Whenever I see a lemonade stand, whenever I'm walking, I'm going, this is like his, you know what I mean? It's such a traditional fun thing, and it's always like, you know, cute kids.
Yeah.
You know, so...
It reminds you of when you were a kid and you had a lemonade stand. I don't know if you did,
did you ever have one, Steve? I never had one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think I would. I don't think my parents ever thought I could run one. So they would. I think they thought, you know what, son, you just don't have it in you.
And you guys are on the corner of Norpoint Way Northeast and 53rd Avenue Northeast in Tacoma. 3 to 6 p.m. Rockaholics, all the people who listen, swing on by. If not, go to the Cash App on our page at KISW.com. You'll see a lemonade stand drawing. Click on that and it'll put you right through there. And let's get you, Leah Zaylani, and the rest of the family a gigantic sum of money to make up for that terrible experience on Sunday.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for the cookie ahead of time. Again, make sure that Santa Claus-looking guy doesn't eat the cookie.
I won't eat your cookie.
He tends to take my things. He's not, and lots of love to you guys. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Man, you know what I mean? I don't, how bad is my life going that, like, there's two adorable kids on the street doing that, and then I got to be the guy to reach in. I mean, I hope that's a rock bottom moment for the dude.
Well, it was a teen, too. I think that's what someone said.
Doing something dumb.
Someone's like, this kid had a getaway car for this. What a low life.
Yeah, well, that's got to be, it's got to be a rock bottom moment. It's like, dude, seriously, this is what you think is a thing to do. Congratulations to you. Congratulations for you being an idiot.
Yeah, enjoy that $80, you dork.
I hope that's all it is. I hope he's an idiot as opposed to somebody that's got a problem and just will steal cash wherever they can get it. So
I gotta imagine also the family are like, you're lucky. Because, dude, granted on this level, but yesterday my wife told me a story of they went to a park, my wife and her friend and their kids and all that, and Tatum was just having fun at some spot and she had to deal with her first bully experience.
Oh, I remember Joe's first bully experience. Dude, how'd you do?
Well, I wasn't there. I told Sid, I'm like, it's probably for the best I wasn't there. I probably would have done something that was just on
Steve Miggs applying power bombs to bullies.
Right, to like a 10-year-old.
I know.
It was like a group of 10-year-olds that I guess surrounded her where she was, and they took her lollipop and threw it on the ground.
Whoa! What? Wow!
And I was just like, my wife went over like, you guys are being very rude. Like my wife took the adult approach, and I'm like, you're lucky. I would have probably grabbed his hat and wiped my butt with it, and threw it in the river or something like that.
See, this is why your wife really needs to let you handle certain situations, because for our entertainment, your way is much better.
Yeah, like, could you imagine that? Like,
that would be so great.
Grown man grabbing a 10-year-old hat and just like wiping his butt and shucking the hat.
That. That's your father coming through. We will see Bill Miggs coming out at this point if you see your daughter being bullied. That's going to happen.
Oh man, I was living. I'm like, where was this? Like, I'm going to go and find it. Were you the child that took that lollipop and threw it on the ground?
I mean, it's. I mean, she can't really. I mean, that's 10 years old. That's just humans. Humans just tend to be those kind of people. They just go, I can do it, so I will.
Just crappy people.
Yeah, well, it's more, look, I think it's human nature, and that's where you have adults coming into play going, dude, you can be better than this. I know that you think you can do this, but you can also do so much better than this.
Yeah, I guess one of the kids was doing like that hand thing to my wife, like the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Keep talking. And I'm like, if I saw that, I'd turn right back around and grab that kid's hat. Like,
yeah. My attitude. Yeah,
I'm just wiping my butt with everybody's hats.
I'm taking pictures, and I'm just going to go to the guys. You don't know this, but I always tell a story. You guys don't know this, but I'm just going to take your pictures, and I'm just going to go to the police. So I happen to have a lot of friends on there, and they'll just talk to your parents.
We're going to get you arrested.
Being idiots. Yeah, I said I will make sure your life is hell. I will make sure that from a legal, and I always say from a legal standpoint, so they don't think I myself am threatening them. I always go legally. I will make your life hell. And then
I'm going to get my lawyer. And he's going to take everything that you own, 10-year-old.
I go, your life is going to be ruined because your parents are going to get involved. And we all know how parents are. They're like, why? Why did you make my life miserable, kid? Yeah, Steve, it happened to Joe.
That's got to be. I know I have to deal with that, and I have to have like these learning lessons. But there's also just part of me that's, obviously you want to step in, but really, do I need to be stepping in with like an incident with a 10-year-old?
Well,
other than saying, "Hey, don't do that." Of course,
it's tough. You see, that is the one thing that I think is missing. That was kind of cool from the old days.
Hat butt wiping.
Any adult steps in and says you're being an idiot, and every other adult appreciates an adult correcting children for being idiots or misbehaving, if you'd rather use a better term. We don't do that anymore, and I really feel like it takes a village. And look, kids throwing a little kid's lollipop on the ground, and they're 10 and she's 2. I think any adult should get to step in and go, "Hey, dudes, that is not cool." And then every adult is like, "Yeah, that is not cool. Right. Who are your parents?" And if we don't know who your parents are, great. You know what? We're gonna make sure you don't get to come out of this playground again. I mean, really, there should be something that's not present anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why adults can't reprimand children who are not being cool. That used to be a cool thing.
Well, I mean, you also gotta wonder, what if the parents are just the type of parents that the reason why that kid is that way is because their parents are idiots too.
Yeah. Well, you find that out in a heartbeat, don't you?
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm wiping the butt of an adult's hat as well.
Well, listen, everyone's getting that. I think
I'm on Fox 13 News. Man, it's just wiping butts.
I
with
feel
hats.
like, you know what, Steve? I think there's some sort of law somewhere saying that if it's an adult, you are allowed to wipe your butt with their hat if they're misbehaving.
Instead of bang them in the head with a lollipop until it hurts. Just keep going.
Well, now we're getting,
whoa.
Pretty soon
the adult, not the kid.
Oh, I'm like, this is a hardcore wrestling match now.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, listen, I support everything that involves you going to jail.
How many hits do you think would it take until it starts really hurting?
One, two,
3 hits from a Tootsie Pop. That's it. Well, hey, we're good parents. Right?
So I would have paid the 2 12-year-olds to kick their asses and sat there and laughed. Oh, that's a whole other business.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
12-year-old hitmen.
That's right. Run your own bully company.
Oh, my goodness.
It happened to Joe. They took his hat, and they were 2 kids, and they took his hat.
That's why he never wears a hat?
He never wears a hat anymore. Aww. And I think he was older than Tatum because he could talk. But he was definitely
talk?
Well, I mean, he could really talk. He was a pro at it. Tatum's still getting her feet wet.
She's minor league, yeah.
Minor league talker.
And she
says, "Daddy, play," instead of "Daddy, will you play with me?" But
and I remember Kathy looking at me because I was about to step in. I was like, "That's it." And Kathy says, "Wait, let's just chill." If the kids run off with the hat, then you will step in. But right now, all they're doing is just keeping the hat away from him. And I remember, so as we watched it, I remember Joe, and I knew this was going to be Joe's way he lived his whole life. He just looked at him and he just broke it down for him logically. And he said, "Hey guys, you're taller than me, so yes, you can play keep away because you're taller than me. If you get on your knees, maybe then it would be a fairer game. But no, you're taller than me, so keep the hat because obviously you guys just don't like to have a challenge." And here he is just working it out with these guys. And they took the hat, they looked at him, They took the hat and they just threw it at him and left. He just basically deflated their entire bullying experience by just breaking down basically like, you guys, this isn't fair. I mean,
he maddened him or something at that point.
A Jedi mind trick.
Yeah. And I sat there and I was like, this kid is brilliant. I mean, I was ready to go to fists, and Joe just turned around and then went to do whatever he was doing. He didn't care about the hat, didn't care about them. He gave him the speech and said peace.
I would have loved if they got on their knees and still did it then.
That would have been fun.
Right.
Oh, but it was, he had to be like 6-ish, I think. And they were probably like, 10 to 12 years old. And he was just like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, you guys are dumb. So, you know what, bullies? Wipe your butt with their hats. That's the example we learned today.
Yeah, Steve makes cereal hat butt wiper. I think it's on my business card.
Stay away from my hat.
Do it.
Don't piss me off, Danny.
Don't piss him off, Danny. Don't throw his lollipop anywhere.
No, you like that Sounders cap, but you know what? You and your new friend Raul Ruidiaz is not going to stop you from wiping my butt with that hat.
You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 936 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
A few people texting in how much they appreciate what we're doing for those kids in their lemonade stand. That's awesome. Hopefully people could swing by and check them out or donate at KSW.com. One person though said, somebody needs to let The Rock know about this lemonade stand. Lemonade does mix well with Terramana.
Does it? I've never had tequila and lemonade together.
If somehow The Rock did something for these kids, he might win me back on his side, because I'll be like, this guy's dedicated to helping everybody. If he helps a couple of kids in Tacoma with their lemonade stand, I'd have to stop hating on The Rock.
We got to make this happen. That's a win-win. The kids get taken care of, and then we get to say nice things about The Rock again without you rolling your eyes.
What about David Spade? What's he doing? Can we get him to donate some cash? Because he seems to just randomly donate to things that involve food, right?
That is very true. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe a good cookie will do it for him.
So we need people to tweet at The Rock and be like, hey, how about these cute kids in Tacoma, Rock?
By the way, those kids were so adorable.
Yes, they were.
Really, I want them to tell me a story about everything that goes on in the world, because they just have, kids just have such a fun way of telling a story.
And did you see the video? There's videos out there on like the news outlets.
I haven't seen any video of these kids.
They're adorable, man.
Yeah.
And they have like a little like toy cash register that they were using. Like the whole thing is just so great. And it just gets you so like, just really like kind of pisses you off when you hear that somebody wanted to take advantage of just the cuteness of kids and something as fun as having a lemonade stand. So I'm glad that the Rockaholics have stepped up, and a lot of people in their community have stepped up to help them get the money back, but also just kind of like, give them faith in humanity again. Cause like that's such a bummer thing that was just dealt to them by having that team take off with the money.
And Steve, the important thing is that the lesson we're teaching kids is that when rotten things happen, supportive people can come around you and make it better. I think that's the key. It's like, look, life is going to deal you all sorts of negative stuff. But the way everybody's responding to these kids, that's the big message. It's like, look, yeah, that happened. It's unfortunate that it happened. But you know what? You're going to be okay, because this is what life gives you. There's a lot of great support around you. And this is what I love about how this is all playing out, because that's what I want to send to these kids. That's the message I want them to get.
Oh, I thought when rotten things happen, some people chime in and chip in so they could get a cookie.
Well, yeah, that happens too.
Okay,
and
fair.
Either way, it's still good for everybody. I get the cookie, they get the money. This is a win-win, Steve. This is what you call capitalism. And we're teaching the kids about that. We're teaching the kids about that too. It's a win-win for everybody.
What kind of cookie? I wonder it is.
I didn't ask. I hope it's
going to be a butt wipe cookie.
It's going to be chocolate chip,
baby.
right?
So you see the little cash register up there in the corner?
That's adorable.
God, look at those kids.
And it's a fresh press, like a press of a lemonade press. It's not like they're just like taking Newman's Own and just pouring it in a cup.
Wow.
I mean, they got
the
some of that
shaved
too.
ice. Look
Yeah,
at that.
I'm going to be popping by, bringing them some more lemons and some other stuff as well.
Look at you, buddy.
I will say that lemonade stands have significantly improved since I was a child.
Yeah,
dude,
for
straight
sure.
up, yeah.
Mine was a table with a piece of paper that just said lemonade.
Yeah, and it was like the country time lemonade that you just like pre-mix.
Oh,
which,
yeah, the
don't get me
powder.
wrong, fantastic.
The powder, yes.
Yeah, but no, this is wow.
And we weren't
they're
even trying to
lemonade
hide
stained.
it. We were just like pouring it in a pitcher.
Yeah.
With hose water.
Yeah, with hose water.
exactly,
dude.
That's why they shouldn't let certain people have lemonade stands.
This is before we knew that maybe it's not the best way to do things.
These kids know what they're doing. This is a legit lemonade stand.
It
oh my
really
gosh!
is.
I mean, I don't know who that is. Vicky's showing me who's speaking. I think that may be the 10-year-old. Yeah, she's. Oh man, she is just like
adorable.
She's ridiculously adorable. I couldn't take money from a kid that cute. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's Zaylani.
Yeah, I could not take money from a kid that cute. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go to hell. I just know it. You know, it's like, this is the trick where God goes, did you see the cute kid I sent you? Yeah, and you took money from her. Yeah, go burn.
Did you guys ever take, like, you made me think about, like, that Minute Maid instant lemonade mix stuff? Did you ever,
oh, God.
Did you ever just take, like, a spoon of it and just put it in your mouth?
Yes.
Are you,
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you
many
do
times.
that,
You
you
both
high people?
did?
Yeah.
You guys are the drug addicts of the show. Why would you do that?
Because it's like the ultimate sour experience.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys love sour stuff.
that's
Okay.
why.
It's like
all
the
right.
minute you put it in your mouth, you're like you just like everything just gets scrunched on your face.
See, I used to do that with the Nesquik chocolate milk mix.
Oh, yeah, that's totally different.
That doesn't make you sour. What did that do for you?
No, but it's a spoonful of just chocolate. But I wouldn't do it with lemonade. That
No,
sounds
not at all.
Lemonade was great, but then also too, we used to do the Kool-Aid packets as well.
Oh yes,
Oh, God.
So delicious.
straight from the packet.
It's so weird.
It is weird, but sometimes you're just like, I don't even need water.
Well, now we've learned something. Now we know why Danny has never gotten COVID. I mean, he's got so many chemicals in his body, nothing can live there.
Yeah.
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 I think Fauci's told you
Viruses
that.
don't have a chance. Nice going, Danny. I should be sucking down some Kool-Aid packets. I didn't even think about that.
Maybe something, yeah.
Oh, really? Thank you, buddy. Wow.
Cherry, grape flavor.
Oh, yeah, that's grape flavored.
Yeah, thanks, pal. Oh, listen, it is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So did you guys see what happened with one of the players from the Colorado Avalanche? Was at a party, held the Stanley Cup in the air, and fell backwards and dropped it. This poor Stanley Cup.
Boy, it's taking some dents, man.
It's taken dents. It's been delivered to the wrong house. Yeah, the video of this is hilarious. There's a player on their team, Curtis McDermott, and he's clearly at a party, and he's clearly not sober. And at some point, he's just living it up as the party's going on, and he just hoists that cup over his head, and he just starts like losing his balance because the cup isn't light. It's but I mean. And you can just tell when you're a little tipsy as it is, he tipped backwards and dropped the cup. It's the funniest video.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Vicky found it, dude. It's so great. It's like on TMZ and stuff.
There he goes.
Like,
oh, he's done. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
And
there's the keeper of the cup picking it up.
Did it land on his head?
It landed like on his arm or something.
Yeah, he took the brunt of that. I give him credit. He did save the cup.
He did. He was able to pull that cup in front of him. It did land on his face.
Oh, man, dude. That is... Well, that to me, no one was hurt, except, of course...
Dude, we're only a couple days in on this Stanley Cup celebration. I'm a little worried about the Stanley Cup this year.
It's not going to make it through the year.
That is the thing about hockey. You just don't see this in other sports where the trophy just gets abused this much.
Dude, there was one player during the parade. I saw the video of it, and it's pretty funny. So they're doing the whole parade, and of course, they're just drinking. A lot of them were drinking the Pink Whitney, lemonade-infused, pink lemonade-infused vodka. And one of the players, Bowen Byram, he's just running around the parade, high-fiving all the fans, drinking with the fans. He's got like 2 Coors Lights in his hand. A cop on a bicycle is like, dude, get back over the barricade. Treated him like he was a fan. So he's yelling at him, like, get back over the barricade. You're not supposed to be running around on this route. And he's like, he kind of looks all confused, and all the fans are like, he's a player. And then finally the cop's like, oh, my bad. And then he just keeps running off, chugging Coors Lights. I'm like, these guys are having the time of their life.
Yes, they are, man.
That must be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
But winning a Stanley Cup, then partying?
The partying part, yeah.
I think winning the Stanley Cup is pretty fun, don't you?
100%, yes.
All right. Yeah,
Even the fans, though, I had my friend Chris, who, of course, is...
I hate that guy. We should stop talking about him.
We should all
He's the worst.
But he definitely was texting me from the parade yesterday, and I was just so drunk, and was so happy that he got to miss work to go to the parade. And
at least we know what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was colder than a witch's boobie.
I know, you're right.
It really was.
It was unseasonably cold for us, too. It was like, really?
It was so cold. It was unbearably cold and windy. And it was just like, it was awesome because we're celebrating a Super Bowl, but it was miserable. Like, imagine having it today.
Yeah.
Or like this week. That would be the streets would be insane.
It'd be amazing, but I would get so sunburnt.
That too. I'd get blacked out drunk from drinking outside.
Dude, yes. Even the MLS Cup parades were a little freezing and dreary. I want it on a summer day.
Right.
Let's move the football season.
It would have to be basketball or hockey season that'll give you that.
Well, next year after the Kraken win the Cup. All right, let's go.
Next year? Is it happening?
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay.
We could dream, can't we? You never know what's going to happen when this free agency stuff goes down.
I feel like when it comes to Seattle sports these days, we may be having to do a lot of dreaming. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the Storm and the Sounders, maybe we can hope for them, but
So I want to know, did you guys hear about what was going on in Vancouver with that radio station, LOL?
Yeah.
Dude.
I have no idea what's going on.
So it happens sometimes where the radio stations flip formats and they just come up with like a creative way to get people interested in a stunt.
Yeah.
So this one radio station was like a easy listening, soft pop or something like that station, like Kiss something. And they flipped formats, but they made it seem like as if the engineers took over the radio station.
Oh, pirate radio.
Yes. And all they would play is Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name. And they just played it over and over for hours, for 24 hours straight. They would take calls and requests, and people would request anything. And they're like, sure, we'll get right to it. And then they would play Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name. But the funny part was people were believing it. So, there's all these Reddit threads and tweets that are like, dude, you need to listen to this link. Somebody took over a radio station in Vancouver, and all they're doing is playing Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name. It's full on a straight up takeover of this radio station. It's insane.
Wow.
The funny part, though, is they're playing the radio edit version of Killing in the Name. Because, the real version says, F you, I won't do what you tell me.
Well, they're conscientious pirates, Steve.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Pirates with a heart. I was when I first heard it, I went online, I clicked on the link to listen, and I'm like, towards the end where it's the whole F you, I won't do what you tell. I'm like, if they were taking over this radio station, why are they playing the clean version?
Oh, man.
If they're rebelling against the radio station, they play the song with the F-bombs.
Oh, for decades, radio has been doing theater of the mind to trick the masses.
It was awesome, though. It was a clever way to do it, and it got a lot of buzz for them. I thought that was pretty awesome.
I hope they become a rock station.
They have.
Yeah,
good.
If
they're not a rock station, what were they doing?
They went all the way to the classical music.
The classic country.
Oh, well, good for them. Yeah, that's
never
awesome.
playing Rage again.
No, they're just we got to get it out of our system before we get rid of the song.
Gotcha.
We're about to delete it. We figured we might as well we had to edit it, so we might as well get our most money out of it.
Well, dude, think about it, though, because it was a radio show that made the people think that we were being invaded by Martians back, in the 40s or 30s?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
And imagine there was a guy named Steve Miggs going, how did you think we were being invaded by Martians? Did you not at least go outside and see that there was no explosions? I mean, there were plenty of people that said, how could you be stupid to believe that? But a lot of people did. So I really can't fault Mr. Pirate Guy for thinking that the pirates took over.
Either way, I thought it was
just humans.
It was clever. I thought it was a fun thing to do. And dude, they were trending because of it. So whoever came up with that idea was brilliant.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I wonder if it's that guy Paige. Paige Knee Neighbor. He was always coming up with stuff like that.
Yeah, but he's pretty good about patting himself on the back in a good way. But he would let everybody know.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna.
He'd be like, it was me.
I did check Facebook to see if, in fact, he did pat himself on the back for this because the guy is. You're right. I mean, he's a good self promoter, but he's also come up with some good bits.
Right? He ain't gonna hold back on that. This thing was trending. It wasn't just a radio thing. It was but then again, Rage Against the Machine was trending, not the radio station.
Oh,
still though. Got people talking. I thought
good
that was
for Rage,
funny.
too, by the way. I mean, they get to be the feature of that, too. I mean, everybody's a winner. All right, it is time to answer a big question. What do Ryan Castle and the Eagles have in common? I want to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and the Eagles have in common?
Jeff Lebowski effing hates me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Steve refuses to listen to either, was just texted in.
Hates the Eagles, man.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Well, at least that one song is, the Hotel California.
Yeah, that's not my favorite Eagles song. Which and I look, I would be lying if I didn't say I didn't like the Eagles. And
here's a fun fact about the Eagles: never liked them.
There we go.
Join the club.
Not surprising.
Rev's a huge Eagles fan, though.
They kind of slide into the yacht rock category, though. Totally, parts of their stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple of songs. Yeah.
How about this? A fight broke out the other day at an Eagles concert in London's Hyde Park, which is like, aren't there like fans 100 years old? And it was during the song "Take It Easy," which is so ironic.
I think they're missing the message.
Yes, they surely are. They're trying to. You're running down the road trying to loosen your load. You're not trying to punch people in the face. It looks like it started with two women going at it. Oh, well, all right then. But then some other people got involved, and it happened in the VIP section. Wow, so that's like the $500 a ticket section people are fighting. Wow.
I also like to drink too much at concerts.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Ryan Castle also likes to give you a 12-pack, and that's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
The fact that Rui Diaz did for Danny's daughter what he did doesn't surprise me in the least.
So what we're saying is, if we want to have access to the Sounders, we need to have children.
I have 2 children. I just don't know if they're young enough. I feel like that they'd be like they're adults.
Well, Sarah might be able to get some stuff from the players, but I mean, I don't know if that's the right way to go.
Wow, really? Wow. What are you inferring, sir?
Wow. She's very charming.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to weasel his way out of this one.
I think I just did.
Yeah, no, I think you just did not.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all 3 of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.